Welcome to Scotland's first social media boxing event. This is the second press conference. Big up everyone in attendance, of course. Big up to Caz Milligan, all the sponsors, the organisers. Of course, the pay-per-view is now available. You can click the link in the bio and buy now. But without further ado, let's call up our first fighter and newly added to the roster, Oakie B. How are you? You alright?
I'm good.
So your name, Oakie, was always sort of mentioned in the background, but you weren't part of the main lineup initially. Were you offered any sort of fight?
Do you know, basically, Caz had asked me a while back. He was like, do you want to be on the card? And obviously I'd been training boxing anyway. I'd been back in the gym for a while now. So obviously my initial thoughts and plans were I want to go amateur and then see how far I can take it and blah blah blah. But obviously I had a word with my coach and he's like to me, listen, if you want to go down the amateur route, why do you know, just dip your foot into this, see how you are, see how it goes, do you know what I mean? So if you can't win this, then you're not going to win any amateur fights, you're not going to win, do you know what I'm saying? Because
is there an added pressure to that then, the fact that, you know, you're saying,
of course.
If your coach is saying if you can't win here, then...
If I can't win here, then what's the point in going amateur, do you know what I mean? The level's going to be above, but I've got respect for it. I've got respect for everybody that's fighting, everybody that's on it, but it's just got to be honest sometimes, you know what I mean?
Aye. And what do you think this does for, in terms of like, for Scotland, in terms of an event?
It's good. It's definitely good. I think it's like, obviously there's a lot of social media influencers, there's a lot of TikTokers, YouTubers, whatever you want to do that, but they don't really get that much attention up here, I'd say. But obviously everybody loves a fight, do you know what I mean? People love to see fights, and even better, they like to see their favourite social media people fight. So I think overall, being the first one, people might have a wee look and be like, I don't know about it, looks a wee bit cringy, looks a wee bit that. But once it's done, and then the next one's coming, I think there will be a whole load of people chasing to get this.
You yourself, you don't actually have an opponent. Does that sort of mess with your mind a little bit? There's only 2 weeks to go, you don't know what you're facing, you don't know what's in store?
Nah.
Do you enjoy that?
It doesn't mess with me at all. Nah. I feel like I've been training for like, past 2 years or something. I've been in the gym. Don't get me wrong, I've been in and out of the gym since I was a kid. I've been in and out of a boxing gym since I was like 13, 14.
We don't know who your opponent is, but have you got a word, a message to that potential opponent?
You better stay ready. Oakie
B, everyone, Oakie B! Let's call up our next two fighters, of course. This is a hotly contested, there's been a lot of build-up. It's Adam versus Sean Paul. Adam, we'll speak to you first in case there's some sort of mystery entrance. So have a seat first. We spoke last time and you obviously made your feelings clear. Have you guys had much communication online since the last time that me and you spoke?
He's been getting it all mouth for the last couple of days, to be fair. Where is he, but?
Because we know he's back in, he's back in Glasgow.
He was on holiday, wasn't he?
He was on holiday,
He said he was going to come.
Yeah.
But I always said it to everybody, Sean Paul's all talk.
Yeah.
All talk. And I said, if he turns up today, I'll be saying the exact same to his face. So where is he? The shite bag.
But you guys started as friends in this, but is that friendship still there?
The friendship's gone, why has he not turned up? Listen, Sean Paul's now here. I need a new opponent. Oakie B's not got one.
Well,
so
speaking of that, I think we call up Oakie B because he doesn't have an opponent.
I want Oakie B
let's see if we've got a match here. You've returned. Listen, Oakie, this is...
Return like Jesus.
Return like Jesus. This is the second coming, but listen, this is an opportunity here for you to, you know, you've got a potential opponent here. How do you weigh up Adam?
No potential, we're here now, do you know what I mean? The guy's no here, he's no pulled up to fight, he's obviously no been training, he's no wanting to get involved. I seen that live he was on yesterday with Caz, and he's like, oh, I've hardly been training, but I'm going to go to Thailand or something, and I'm going to... Listen, you need somebody in front of you that's going to want to batter your head in, do you know what I mean? And I'm right here, so let's just put all the other shit to bed and let's just get a fight going, do you know what I mean?
And he's been obviously working hard already, you've been working hard, so no one's not been putting in the effort type thing?
Listen, as he said, once you're in that ring, we might be pals, we might get along, but we both said, once you're in the ring, I don't know who this guy is. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking the head right off him. And the same with Sean Paul.
I like your confidence, man. I like it. I feel like it, but it's just not going to happen.
I'm telling you right now, mate. Listen, when you're in the ring with me, you're not gonna see what's coming.
Why so confident yourself? Can you explain?
Because I've been training like fucking, putting out so much effort, and I've been training with top levels. Jason Easton, for example, been sparring like fuck with him. and he's a pro boxer.
But he's not fighting in the ring for you. It's you and me.
I know it's me and you, but I've been training with him and he's a lot better than you, isn't he?
Okay.
That's right. Okay, let's get a face off.
Don't be touching me now. Why are we doing it here?
Aye. Go on, Oakie boy. So there we have it. We have a new fight on the card: Adam versus Oakie B. And remember to get your pay-per-view now so you can watch the full boxing event. Link is in the bio. Just a word for our sponsors. Stephen Clark has built up a £10 million property portfolio using zero of his own money as he came from humble beginnings. He hosts property workshops where he shows the students exactly how to do what he's done, whether it be flip properties or build up a property portfolio. It can all be learnt at This Is Property. Make sure to follow and message Stephen at Stephen Clark Property. But without further ado, this one will be something magical, I expect, after last time. Matty versus, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Higgy! What's happening? It's a very own Clark Kent. Bring it in. We have. I'm just on cue. You can't hear that bit of this. But after last time, we know how that ended. Is have you managed to get that out of your head?
No, I'm traumatised.
PTSD?
No, I don't really like kissing boys, to be fair.
That's just not your preference?
No, it's no. I prefer a wee bit of women, to be fair.
Yeah, and Matty, I know you've got plenty to say, but what's your opening thoughts on Higgy's outfit for today?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said Nelson Arne looks handsome. He looks brilliant. I mean, you said Kryptonite, I'd say Lois Lane. You know what I mean? He's lover, but come March the 31st, I'm going to be his fighter. And I guarantee that in the first or second round, I'm not going to knock him out. I'm going to get him in the corner, going to punish him, I'm then going to step back, I'm going to tell him to come back out, and it's going to go like that for 2 rounds straight. Punishment after punishment after punishment. And I hope your team's got a towel with them, because they're going to be using it.
So, Higgy, obviously in fight night, you won't be in that Superman suit, but how's the training been going?
Not training.
You're not been training at all? is that purely confidence, or is that you're just you think you've got this in the bag?
No, I've got it easy. It's first round knockout. Easy.
Listen, I love that. You've said first round knockout. It took you long enough to grow a set of balls to tell me when you're going to knock me out. I've said for the get-go, for the moment this fight was announced, first or second round knockout or stoppage. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I'm telling you that's when it's happening. I'm telling you that's when it's happening. How embarrassing is it going to be? You've said all this. You've said I'm 5'4". You've said I'm built like a twig. You've said all this stuff. And when I stop you, knock you out, sound. When I do it, maybe say it louder. When I do that, it's going to go really, really bad for you. He's going to step in there. But that's all he's got to do. He's going to step in there, and I'll bring you a pillar for the night because you'll be spending a lot of fucking time on the canvas. That's a fucking guarantee. If you've got any chance of beating me, it'll be a scrap. So meet me in the middle of the ring, and we'll scrap.
Right, let's have a face-off. Let's get you guys up close and personal again.
Oh, I'm not still next to him.
Look at me then.
Don't even have to, that's respectful. Don't even have to.
Look at me, let's do a face off. You're a big boy. Know what I mean? You're in Superman suit, you're a big boy. Turn round, look at me. Know what I mean?
That's a bit bent, isn't it?
Place yourself, man. Turn round, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's have a dance, dance if you want, know what I mean?
Too fucking.
Still here? You got a day?
Let's welcome up the next two fighters, 5-0 and Jasper.
Who the fuck's here doing Jasper there? Oh, here you go. That's fucking snake. Snakes don't hiss anymore.
How's the training been going?
Training's gone well. I'm training like an absolute savage. I'm in 6 times a week. I'm
finishing night shifts, I'm going in and I'm absolutely pasting cunts and sparring the offence, Dylan. Come on, mate. I understand it's making you feel insecure because you're hitting it with every excuse under the sun. Oh, I've got the flu. Oh, I've no passed my test. Oh, I've failed my test. What's that?
The punch bags didn't hit back.
Aye, but my sparring partners do.
Nah, they're tapping you.
Nah, they're not tapping me, mate. They're not tapping me. They'd be tapping me money to get to the gym even if I couldn't drive there. Because that's the thing, mate. See where you find excuses, I find jaws. See where you find excuses, I find opportunity. This is a thing, right? I can understand. I've got patter. I'm a handsome guy. I can fight like fuck. There is no many holes you can poke in my solid armour. So you go for something. The hair. I've got my hair combed one way. I did. My hairline isn't going in a straight line because see my hairline's got a story, mate. My hairline's got a bigger set of balls than you have, mate.
I'm in front of you. You've no got kids. It's easy for you to get up and there. I'm still here. It's shown on the 31st of March, and I guarantee you've quit your job to take social media. See when you get chinned, you'll be like, why did I ask for my P45? Here's my job back. I'm going to ask for your job back, mate. I'm going to punch you back into your job.
I've been hitting sparring. I've been chinned in sparring, and I've seen 3 people in front of me. I've been hit that hard. I felt I was on acid. Tripping at my box. I've been wobbled, and what I've done, I've kept swinging back, I've stood. It's only 8 minutes, but that 8 minutes is going to feel like 8 hours. You're right, Hawaii 5 slow is a very fit nickname because it's going to be slow and it's going to be painful. I'm going to put you through the grinder, because see the thing is, when you go into this fight and you realise 30 seconds, a minute kicks in, you realise the difference in levels. When the breath leaves your lungs and the strength leaves your legs, you're going to realise you're swimming in deep water with a fucking shark. You're in a bath with a hippopotamus. Mate. I'm going to be on top of you, mate. I'm going to be riding you. I'm going to be riding you with a fucking jet ski, mate.
Look at the roads coming out.
Oh my goodness. Jasper, you've got your hoodie on. So shout out the charity this time.
It's for St Andrew's Children's Society, Adoption and Foster Kids.
So when I was asked to fight an event, the proceeds were got to charity. So as far as I was concerned, charities are sorted. People are saying, no, charities won't mention this and that. As far as I didn't know people were raising money after their own backs for charities, and fair play to them for doing it. I've chosen Shelter as my charity. It's a homeless charity that I actually used to work for, and I had to leave because I ended up with a warrant out for this. The homelessness is a big problem in Scotland and Glasgow today, so I want to raise money for that. And obviously when I put Jasper out in the street after his missus watches him get his arse absolutely handed to him, he's going to need all the help he can get. So I'm a generous guy. I'm a really good guy. Jasper, I respect Jasper, right? The thing is, he's raising money for a good charity, a good cause. He's out working, he's putting his family first, which is great. He's got a good few wins, which is amazing, and I kind of feel bad for it. So when I flatline him on the 31st of March, I realise there's going to be a bit of time where Jasper can't provide, so I'm going to provide for his wins. I will be the stepfather. There'll be no TikToks in the living room, none of that shit. I'll be putting no wins to work.
Gents, let's have a face-off then. I think it's enough talking, so...
Big man, where are you coming from?
See, I've got the bigger guy on my side.
Struggling.
Stop laughing. Give it up for Jasper and 5-0. You buy your pay-per-view now, link in bio. That was of course Jasper and 5-0. Just a word on one of our sponsors, 2B Tan, our main sponsor of the event. If you're wanting to top up your tan ready for the summer ahead, then make sure to visit www.2btan.com for your best products that include creams, gels, lip balms and much more. 2B Tans also have a store based in Wishaw where you can head in, get a quick holiday alongside purchasing your products. Now let's get to the main event. As we can see, the two fighters right behind me, they're going to take their stage here. Caz Milligan and the Property Boss.
You good?
You good? Alright. I think he's going to give you a handshake. So first, Caz, we'll start with yourself. Yeah. How's training? We see you suffered a broken nose.
I've fucking broke my nose many times, but it's not going to stop me though. Like the preparation that I'm putting in as well. I know everybody's training hard, but he's saying that he's sparring boys that are much heavier. He's not preparing for as an opponent, but I'm preparing and I'm sparring these heavier boys that are obviously doing damage when they're hitting me, and I'm eating them. I've never been floored, I've never been dropped, and these are by heavier guys that are boxers. Some of them's had 70 odd fights. Some of them's even had 20 years experience. Not once been dropped. So he's not going to.
How's your, firstly, before you respond to that, how's your training been going?
Listen, like everybody else, putting in the effort, getting up, putting the old body through the motions. I've got to respect every single fucking boxer. Sorry if you don't like swearing, I swear quite a lot, so if you're offended quite simply and easily, then unfortunately you're going to be offended over the next couple of minutes. I take my hat off to absolutely every person that's stood in a boxing ring for what they do and put their bodies through. I'm speaking to Tommy earlier on as well, to go and do whatever they do in the morning, go and do their work and then put themselves through the fucking trials and tribulations on a daily basis. It's much respect. So all the guys that are involved in this event, I take my hat off to every fucking one of you because we're going to make it absolutely special.
In terms of what Caz is saying there, he's talking about he's fighting heavier fighters and he's taking it. So how would you...
We're all doing what we're doing in our own gyms. We're all preparing the way that we're preparing. So we can all say that we're all doing something better than the next person. We're turning up. We're putting in the hard fucking miles, the hard graft. So we're doing things down at Morrison's gym the way that we're doing it. We're training like everybody else. Heavier guys, smaller guys, weirder than Matty as well. So we're all, I think, preparing properly for the event. And I'll say again, I'll take my hat off to the fella because what was once a pipe dream is now fucking reality in 2 weeks' time for every single one of us, and a fair fucking play to you.
Is it hard to, well, I first a round of applause. Is it hard to hear when he's got kind words for you when you've got 2 weeks to go before you fight?
No, not at all. No, obviously growing up with my dad and he was a boxer as well, I was never brought up thinking that sport, like combat sports or boxing was like an aggressive thing and you need to hate each other. Like me and my brother, we grew up knowing it was a gentleman's sport and it's down to technique. It's not about, oh, I need to go and I hate this guy and stuff like that. It's like whoever's going to be the better boxer. I'm training, I'm putting in the work, and I know I'm going to be the better boxer on the night. I'm
not even going to call him Caroline today. Callum, I'm going to be respectful today. So I'm giving Callum 18, 19 years of seniority. But again, when we turn up on the night, it's not going to make a blind bit of difference because when it comes down to competitive sport, as Callum's dad Tommy might tell you, the old juices come flowing back and you just fucking grind it out and you make a fucking, you make sure that you look to get the result. Me, I'm a competitive sports person, I want to win.
Do you think stamina might have a part to play?
Absolutely.
But in terms of obviously how he's younger, is that a given?
Fucking 20 years younger than me.
Yeah. So how do you combat that then, in terms of if you're going for the full distance?
I know that he's training really hard.
Yeah.
If you're not training 6 days a week, 7 days a week, so I need to make sure I can't fucking train 6 days a week, 7 days a week. If I'm doing 4 or 5 days, my body's telling me to slow down a wee bit, so it's not about fucking putting myself through the mill. I need to recover as well and make sure that I'm prepared for it properly so that I'm giving it 100% come fucking Sunday the 31st.
Kaz, obviously you've put on this event, but how much is your reputation riding on this in terms of getting a win?
Like deep down it doesn't fucking matter, but I'm applying that pressure on myself though, because obviously I'm putting in the work and I perform better under so much pressure. So I like that we've got the audiences and the audiences are obviously doubting me and applying the pressure on me because it's only going to make me put the work in it like even more, and then come the 31st I'll take the W. Everybody's going to hate it, but then we just keep climbing.
And that's what I take my energy off, knowing that he's training like an absolute fucking madman. So if I'm not up to the levels and competing at the levels that he's got, I'm letting my fucking cell down, you know what I mean? Yeah. It would be embarrassing, but I'm really looking forward to this, so may the best man win on the day.
You got a lot of surprises you're talking about on the night.
I'm going to wait, like everybody knows I'm the fucking king of marketing, right? So I know exactly when I'm going to be announcing the acts, the performers, singers, rappers, like there's much more. It's going to be an entertaining night. We've only announced maybe half of the actual night. Everybody's already gassed, it's already sold out, pay-per-view, buys are climbing. And we've still got much more to announce, which is exciting.
What do the next 2 weeks look like for you then? Only not far away?
I'll be training hard for the next week. Final week we'll taper it down, save that energy and then just get in the right mindset.
Let the best man win, so I don't think I'll lose.
I was waiting for a response.
I'm just taking it in, man. He knows he's going to lose. But the previous press conference, his energy was, oh, I'm going to go in, I'm going to win, I'm going to knock him out. But then the second press conference, he's like, oh, well, let the best man win. Oh, I'm so, like, his energy's changed since the last
The
press
Marshalls.
conference.
A bit enough more than I can chew.
Aye, pretty much.
Aye, a bit enough more than I
knows
can
that.
chew. If it ended up a spectacular draw, would you do it again?
If it did, 100%. But it's not going to, though. It's not going to.
Shake on it. You heard it here first.
Let's get a face off, else we're answering.
Caz, kiss him. Yeah, man. He's weird.
Give it up for perfect goals for Caz. So fight night is on March the 31st here at the Normandy Hotel, Renfrew. Buy your pay-per-view now, link is in the bio. Thanks to everyone for coming, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks, somebody's hitting a para. Thanks the Normandy Hotel for having us. Peace!
So Chrissy's House is the chosen charity for myself and Matty. I've mentioned it in the last two events as well. Chrissy's House is a charity, it's a centre of help for response and intervention surrounding suicide. But it's not just for people with suicidal thoughts or families that have to deal with someone that's taken their own life. It's mental health, basically the full broad spectrum, anything to do with mental health. So Matty knows a lot more about the charity. He's been spending a bit of time with Anne and Brian up there as well for me. And it was great for them to say that when I spoke to Anne last week that she wants me now to be an ambassador for the charity. I took great pleasure in that phone call. So I think it's an admirable charity, especially what's going on at the minute.
In regards to Chrissy's House, I think it's a great charity to choose in association with a boxing event. Me personally, family members, myself, somebody that's happy-go-lucky. I've had many struggles with mental health. I think everybody has, even if you don't quite front it. There's a lot of folk, there's a stigma nowadays, don't talk, don't speak up. I'd say absolutely not. If you've ever got any struggles, anything at all, nothing's ever stupid, so speak to somebody. And Chrissy's House is great for that. It's a lovely building, really modern. Honestly, if you can donate anything to Chrissy's House at all, it'd be much appreciated for me.